I made a video the other day about how Bungie really fumbled, as in they release a crucial update, which is the Final Shape DLC for Destiny 2, which is supposedly, as in it's just the final DLC for Destiny 2, a 10-year long game franchise. The final thing, PlayStation or Bungie on PlayStation released it a week early. I wanted to make a video on it because I thought it was pretty funny. I thought that, hey, Bungie messed up. And also they didn't only release the DLC a week early. They released something else a week early, which was something else that was pretty big, but I forgot what it was at this point. So we're skipping over that. But the point of this video is to say that the Final Shape, the DLC that was released by Bungie last week, a week early, I played it today and yesterday. And it's out now, right? The final DLC for Destiny is out now. And let me just say, Bungie redeemed themselves. As a lot of people say, a scared Bungie is a good Bungie, because if you don't know what's been happening with Bungie lately, aside from less than a week ago, which is where all the good things are coming from. Recently, Bungie, and when I say recently, I mean a year ago, like 6 months ago. Recently, Bungie has been gutting itself, essentially. They cut over 50% of their staff, I believe. They cut the original music designer who made the iconic, like, Halo. Oh, that guy. They cut him. They also cut the original logo designer, I'm pretty sure. So they've been laying off a ton of people, right? And over half of their staff team, I think it was. And also they've just been making a ton of interesting choices with Destiny. They've been making a ton of microtransactional decisions, which is not a good thing, to be honest. And unfortunately, if you want to get into Destiny, you have a pretty steep paywall to climb over if you haven't already been slowly paying for the game already, because it is one of those games where it's free to play. Great, you can still play it for free, but to get all the new stuff and all the meta things, you need to pay a lot of money. You need to pay over like $300 for everything up to this point, I think. And that's might be even more. It probably is even more. But the Final Shape came out yesterday, and I was lucky enough to get in pretty early. I beat the first and second mission, and I am blown away. The voice acting is incredible. The music is incredible. The story so far is pretty good. The super ability, the new abilities, and just the new enemy types are just, they are so good. But it made me do some reflecting. I am 19 years old. And Destiny, I started playing Destiny 1, the first week it came out. I don't exactly remember when in that week, but I started playing it the first week it came out. I remember purchasing it for $60 on my Xbox 360, and then for Christmas that year, I got Halo 4. So it was a great year for video games for me, but it came out in 2014, and I'm 19. So if you do the math, I've been playing Destiny for 10 years. I've been playing Destiny for over half of my life. And to be honest, I have some regrets, but I mainly have no regrets. This game has brought me so many positive memories, and it's like that one person you always fall back to when you're like super depressed in life. Like, I remember the past couple years, I haven't been playing too much Destiny because I've just been wanting to play different games. There's been Warhammer games, there's been different roguelike games that I'm a big fan of. Roblox, I picked up that again. Not as much recently, but a couple years ago for sure. And whenever I got bored with those games, I would always hop on Destiny and turn off my brain. I'd flip the switch in the back of my hairline. I'd just be like, boop. And then I would just play for hours and hours every single day. And it would be awesome. I was a PvP junkie, player versus player. I was a Crucible kid. I still am a Crucible kid at heart. I would always run my Hunter with, like the Arc subclass and just boom, 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 and just like destroy everyone. Top of the leaderboard, hand cannon, shotgun, all of these different things. I was a Crucible junkie. But as of recently, I haven't been playing Destiny too much because it's just, to be honest, it's gotten boring. Not now. Now I am back on the grind. I have reapplied to my second job, my second life, my home away from home, essentially. I am back on Destiny, and I can say it feels so good to be back. I don't think I've mentioned this before, but my favorite game of all time is actually Titanfall 2. I have a little over 1,000 hours on that game, I believe. I think I might have said I've had 3,000, 4,000 hours on it, maybe. But as of recent research, I've only put in roughly 1.2 thousand hours on Titanfall 2 in general on my Xbox and on this computer. And that's a lot of hours. I have that amount of hours. I have 1,233 hours on Destiny 2 on this computer alone. And I say alone because I've had 4 or 5 Destiny accounts. Also, there's yard work going on right outside my house, so if you hear buzzing whenever I'm speaking, I sincerely apologize. It is completely out of my control, but I'm going to resume with the video. To put it into perspective, I've been playing this Destiny Steam account on this computer ever since a year or two after Destiny 2 came out, so I don't know when it was, to be honest. I'm not gonna bullcrap it, but I have 1,200 hours on this account alone. And on Destiny, you can have 3 characters. You can have a Titan, a Hunter, and a Warlock. I think I spoke about this recently. And I put 1,200 hours on my Hunter alone. And I still haven't gotten everything with Hunter. So you have the potential to play upwards of 7,000 hours on Destiny and still not be done. That is pretty wild. But that's a perfect demonstration of the pure longevity of this game. Now don't get me wrong, there have been some points of stagnation within Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. Some points were just boring, super boring, very boring. Recently, I remember this recent Destiny 2 season, it was extremely boring because it was so long. It was like 4 or 5 months, which is almost half a year, believe it or not. Wow, crazy, right? But it longer than usual, and that's because they were preparing. Oh, I just spat all over my microphone. They were preparing for this DLC. Now, this DLC, major deal, incredible. I will say this right now, this DLC is so far so gosh damn good. It is so good, and I am extremely proud of Bungie. And I'm going to be honest, I did not think they could pull this off. I was not a believer. I was not a Bungie believer. I was not a double B. I was not a Bungie believer. But now I'm starting to get my double B back. I remember I was texting my friend yesterday, right? My good buddy. It was me and him, right? In this very neighborhood that I am in right now. Me and him 5, 6, 7 years ago, probably even more. I remember playing Destiny 1 with him on our Xbox 360s, chilling out as young boys do. I remember his Xbox 360 avatar was so dope. It was like this gold, like all gold avatar. He was riding on a motorcycle. He had like twin katanas and twin Uzis. It was the coolest thing I've ever seen. And yesterday, I convinced him to re-download Destiny 2. And you know what I found out? He's on PlayStation. He can't play. Oh, he can't play with me, but he's on PlayStation, so he won't be able to, experience mouse and keyboard with this lovely game that is Destiny 2. Now, I am very happy that he's getting back on, and I am even more happy to say that I probably will be playing with him. And I don't know how this relates to you guys or me or this video in general, but I'm just saying because I'm excited. And I've been, to be honest, I've been pretty busy with work and with my personal life, and so this DLC coming back out will be a nice and needed break for me. So all in all, I am extremely impressed with Bungie, and again, a scared Bungie is a good Bungie. So with their back against the wall, they decided to break the wall behind them, and they released this banger DLC. It's a banger so far. It's only been 2 days or a day and a half. So we will see how this goes, but my hopes are extremely high. And for now, I'm actually going to record a second video right after this because there's another topic I want to discuss that's not related to this at all. So be excited and stay safe.